coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
To the 48-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Muhammad, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 30 yards. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried, they just didn't get it done.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Raymond Calais, 42 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Makes the score Bills 7, Raiders 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and
Counter play with Jacobs. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Third and long here for Rosen. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision. To go for it doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run. Calais. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Raymond Calais with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And a Raider first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out it and try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll let this go deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Calais. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Taken in the end zone.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. On the ground, it's Calais. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Design run for their wideout. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 27 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Las Vegas.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Second and short now following the fumble.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run with Calais. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Again, it's Calais.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Carlson on for the point after.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading to the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. That's out to the left and complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Allen. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Singletary, they'll run for it.
No, sir, get him out of here. Get him out of here, bum. You bum.
Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
A gain of 12.
And on 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Jacobs.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that
Fight the ball.
like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by a
about a yard, if that. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance that was just not meant to be.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win.